I failed the challenge, but I still won. I am not obsessed with vlogging. I'm not trying to become a master vlogger. That's not the point. The exercise is to become intentional, become self-aware in your environment, figuring out where you're at, where you want to go, how to get there, and the process of being able to memorialize, or at least have some kind of reference to understand, to chart the process. You need to pull in the reins and come up with a concise message that's really going to get through and help the right people. I did not have the opportunity to really recuperate from my vlog-a-day, my personal challenge, before jumping into the Think Media 1K YouTube challenge. Then their last challenge within that was to press record and upload, and so I did my first live. Okay, this is me walking back from my experimental live stream, and with frozen hands. I don't know if my mic is recording. I haven't done my audio check. I cannot wait to see what kind of crazy I just posted. But anyway, I'm so excited now. Almost calling. I got a chicken. I haven't settled down enough to realize how exhausted I really am. But this notion came to me. Couldn't get a full glimpse of it, so I just wanted to kind of workshop it. I've had this weird experience throughout my life where I am who I am and who I've always been, and I've enjoyed being able to just go through life and feeling like I don't know anything except for the fact that inner spirit is just solid. Even then, when I'm totally in over my head, totally out of my element, it still kind of radiates through, and I'm very thankful for that. However, just because my inner wiring of what I know, I truly have a mission and I truly believe in it and I truly am, true to it, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and try to evolve and figure out how to get there and actualize it. It's almost like people expect more from me, so I'm not given the opportunity to actually grow to the extent that I would if there wasn't that expectation. And how can I put this? You'd think that something like that should open doors and allow you to grow, to realize your potential, opposed to shutting you down because you should be able to achieve more faster or something without. I don't know. It's a tough one. I am back from the doctor, and I just had to take a little rest to decompress before the kids get back. One day a week they have a long day where they get to have lunch with their friends, and I'm just exhausted. I can get into a whole crazy tirade about this doctor situation, but I'll be brief. We saw a different doctor lady that I'd never seen before. She's very nice, very competent, very friendly. So hopefully she can get to the bottom of this. Her concern was that the apparent stitches, are not in any place where they should be. Some of them that were left in were because I had so many surgeries, it's scars over scars, and these ones are not in a place that there's not around scar tissue, so they can't tell where they just dropped in and fell and got lost and didn't get cleaned up. Or the other concern is, what if it's some kind of tumor or something, cross-contamination, or who knows. That would be the worst case. But we don't know. More and more exams, and it's just a nightmare.
Cutting short this far?
A mullet? No.
Sure.
I refuse. So, anyway, as far as my 1K challenge, I was so excited. I did my personal vlog challenge, a whole week of daily vlogging, and I was just thinking, for some people that just for every day for 50 years do the same thing over and over, and they must think I'm nuts. Okay, what do you mean you're doing a week of vlogging every day? I was feeling very accomplished because it's a learning curve for every single skill that goes into it, editing and the whole the uploading, understanding just even how to do anything in the computer and YouTube and the different devices, and so I was feeling pretty good until I realized that how exhausted I am, and I really wanted to really invest in this challenge and try, and so I'm realizing that one of my greatest deficits is my ability to connect. All these people are talking in the comments in the chat and blah 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 blah. I'm very enthusiastic, I'm very friendly, I'm nice, but I feel like there's a disconnect because I am trying to do something a little weird and artsy fartsy. I can understand where they're at. I get it. If I were building a team for something, I understand. I look at different people's things and I understand this person's good at this person's good at that. They can take directions like this. They are very teachable. Just tell them what to do. But it doesn't mean that I'm not valuable. If there's not something I can contribute. It's funny because there's a lot of people that fall into my category, artsy fartsy. I guess there's got to be little clusters of those people that can work together and collaborate on, whatever level we need to affect whatever change we need. I really want to be encouraging to other people, in the comments, and like, oh, good job and all this kind of stuff. I understand the error in my thinking, but I still genuinely am wrestling with this. It's like, I feel if I comment and say the genuine things I really think, like, oh wow, that's awesome, good job, congratulations, it's almost like, why bother if it's gonna be empty, because who cares if she thinks it's cool, it's like, so like, save my breath. But I do understand that, like, I know that a simple little comment, like, or a smile at the grocery store might, prevent a mass shoot. That's another thing. YouTube is not showing my videos to anybody. I don't know if I'm flagged because I said cancer sucks, or because I've been saying, oh, back when, when the COVID was strong, the kids, so nothing political, but maybe they don't like the fact that I said the word. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm trying to be good, and because I'm a good person and sensitive about different, trying to make society a better place, there's certain things that I don't support, and so, I don't want to get into. But there are other things that it's hard to know what's going to, quote, trigger somebody. I know we have to be sensitive, but it's tricky, and the game's always changing. It's like the moving target thing. So I've got my work cut out for me. We did the grocery shopping, which I wasn't anticipating it. And I hadn't eaten. I was stressed out about the doctor. When my husband's stressed out, he's not as consoling as he would like to be, we'll just put it. I'm very happy that we did it, but it was quite the challenge. And then I'm just exhausted. So yes. Hi, honey. That's okay. Another little review on the class so far. Okay, so the first day is the ask stupid, simple, specific, answer specific questions, ASQ. Feeling like I'm in a little bit of a vortex. I was challenged to come up with 3 questions that my audience could potentially benefit from, that I could conceivably answer. Without a bunch of feedback, because no one's really watching, how am I supposed to read their minds and know? So I guess I'm going to try to think about like what I might want to know, and then see, or just things, little tricks that are useful to me about my artistic endeavors, and then maybe address those over and over and over and over, editing and editing and editing and editing and editing and editing and editing about editing and blah 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 blah. Okay, off to get the boys again. This arm is crickety. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm behind on getting my challenge done for the Think Media. Well, I mean, I'm on track. I still have time. It's just that I like to be ahead of time is the thing. So to me, being on time is being punctual, is being like early. It's the go show. I have to stay focused because the kids are going to have to give them my energy. I need to focus on figuring out what kind of specific, stupid, simple questions I can answer. And I am not having any luck. There's lots of stupid questions I ask all the time. Just nothing comes to mind. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, look at those beautiful mountains. Ooh. Okay, answering specific questions. What questions? I keep thinking of like the philosophical questions, the existential questions, like what is art? What's the purpose of art? What's the point? Of course, I got in on the esoteric because I'm thinking like the artsy fartsy, and it's like, where did art, the origins of art? And there's a lot of things, and a lot of people, I'm sure they ask questions about that. And then like, what's a muse? And people might actually search that because it's, like they might think it means one thing, or they might not genuinely know it. They might genuinely not know what it means, or they might, have different ideas, or just train, something. So to get someone's thoughts on that might be something. And, then the funny thing is Sean said something about like, well, what are the things that, because at first I was thinking, okay, well, what are people typing into search? Okay. So it's like, what is a muse? I mean, they could actually, and I know that that's not going to rank without the video ranking. I'm not going to rank for that. but it's a literal search thing that someone might search, and it's not completely way out in left field, far away from where I'm at, that it just doesn't make any sense to be talking about it. But as far as like something specific that I could actually do for somebody to accommodate like a simple, let me see what we have down there. I'm not sure. I don't know, and I don't want to, oh look here, now we've got the castle up there. It's kind of there. So my issue right now at the moment is answering simple questions. Answering specific questions, answering stupid, simple, specific questions. I don't know. The how-to stuff, I don't know about that. The how to tie your shoe, how to, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's my thing. There's got to be a way, like, if I just think about, okay, if I am just, like, in a given day, I am, no, just wait until, we don't want the little turkeys to run loose. Okay, let's go, guys. Woohoo!
I'm saving this.
It's terrifying to me that carrying the children's backpack, I have to get back in shape. This is unreal. I used to be able to carry like my whole weight. The sky looks dark over there. And to not be able to carry the backpack is really just scary. Oh my gosh, we had to take a stop at a rest at the bus stop.
Look at this giant snowball. Oh, he was about to come in. Oh, he's so cute.
Phone number straightened out from the crazy phone company that doesn't let us have Wi-Fi. I'm still at it. Trying to figure out how to ask a simple question or answer a simple question. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. I'm proud of you.
Still not done. I can't do a full fursuit because, I don't have the fur.
What did you make the base out of?
I made the base with foam, and as you can see, it's not done
Foam,
yet.
so half foam, and
then this is fabric.
The fabric you stitched over it?
No.
Or are you glued? It's glue. It's all glue gun?
Yeah, it's all glue gun.
That's amazing. That's freaking amazing.
I have wires in here that keep it up, and I'm going to add fluff to.
See, this would be like a how to make a, what do they call it?
Fursuit head.
How to make a fursuit head. That would be answer a specific question. I was really trying to do the assignment, and then it's like funny because it's like I know that that's just not specific enough, and I don't, and I just, because I'm so tired and I'm doing so many things, and it hasn't come to me. It hasn't come to me to answer specific questions. What are people really, really worried and thinking about? I have to try to because people are sometimes laying in bed thinking about like, oh my gosh, what if I die tomorrow and I don't have my affairs in order, or you know what I mean, something like existential like that. But oh my gosh, I don't know. So that's one thing that I feel like I failed that challenge, and but I'm thinking about it, and the point of the homework is not getting the best grade, but actually learning from it. And then so now the review specific products. It's like this hat. I could review a bunch of these glasses. I'm always wearing little, glasses. Like I really am starting to look at things about like, okay, well my watch is like the battery's dead, which, is whatever. Compare this to some other, sports watch or something. I don't know. But for sure I could, highlight my hat. It's really, truly useful. I really use it. And, or try to get people in the stainless steel. The hemp, I really, 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 really believe in the hemp, and that's what I stand by. And I wish that all this, I could be a good example. And if there's anybody out there that, would really like a hemp rep, then here we go now. But it sounds like the kids are home.
Hello!
Sandwich Man!
Hey, Mom. If love is blind, then how was there love at first sight?
So, off to the grind to figure out. Oh! Grazie mille. Ciao. That was awesome. I'm just back from getting the kids on the bus. I'm thinking maybe I should get a little bit more work done on my review specific products challenge. And oh, by the way, it is the same day of the challenge, but because I'm in another time zone, I'm like a day ahead. So I've already gone to bed and woken up and done whatever the morning stuff. And it's just evening over there. I am dizzy, I can't see straight. I think staring for like, I don't know how many hours at the computer, how many days. What is on the agenda right now is I need to finish the 1K challenge of the day, review specific product, ideas, like good days and bad days. It's kind of a bad day. I'm putting on my jacket with my crickety arm. I am working on the front-facing camera, and like I was explaining to my husband, the point is to develop some skills and some confidence and to start with where we're at. Here's my little coffee. This I could do a review on, not at the moment, but oh yes, that's one thing I should do. Anyway, I'm preparing my coffee. He's down in the car, and then we just set this down. It's like a French press, but stainless steel for action. Press it down, dun dun, and then I'm going to put in my milk and la-di-da. And this, I'm going to tell you, I have a brilliant thing. I figured out how to keep the little Mikey here at all times, and then this I will just unplug, and then I'll wind it up and put it in the little pouch. So it's super cool. I am going to remove the little cold shoe light from the children's cute little selfie stick, and I'm going to proceed to stick it on the cold shoe on my phone, which is a cold shoe is, if you don't know, is just this little slip thing here that allows you to slide in and out different accessories. So it's like so beautiful. Okay, there. I really visualize like being on the go and to be able to show different featured different artists or different events or lifestyle awesomeness. And so instead of just setting up like a real clinical background, I could be doing this anywhere. I could be doing it on the side of the road, I could be doing it in a hotel, I could be doing it, whatever, anywhere, everywhere, up in the hilltop, on top of a castle. And wanted to check in on finishing the Day 3 challenge of the Think Media 1K YouTube challenge. Managed to get in a couple comments, and I feel like I don't get the team spirit around me, and all these people off on their team spirit. I had such high hopes, and that's why, honestly, genuinely, why I am very passionate about pursuing the channel, despite what people think, is because I know that there are a few people out there, artsy fartsy, may feel like me, like genuinely, like they're good people, they're productive people, want to do all these great things, artsy fartsy. The only validation I really need is survival. As long as I'm validated enough to survive, I really, I don't need all this like glorified accolades. I don't need my ego stroked. I don't need, oh, you're so good or wonderful or, what, blah, blah, blah. None of that. I guess maybe because my survival is in question with all of this medical debacle, that maybe I'm a little bit more sensitive. Okay, this is one big thing that came out of the challenge today. You were supposed to just state a video idea. I want to, just try to really challenge myself to just come up with the idea instead of like hemming and hawing and second guessing and just, all that kind of stuff I've been doing for the last couple days. Well, I think my title was pretty good. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe it sucks. It's something like make bad art to feel good. I took some notes. I don't remember what I said. Let's color outside the lines to redefine our preconceptions or something like that, and through intuitive painting. And I don't know, it just intuitively came to me, and not without a little bit of consideration of, or much consideration of all the different things that you know, they've been going over, all these different methods. And that's what all today was all about. Profitable, proven method to pursue the passion. You know, all those P's. Yeah, if you have there's a passionate audience out there, artsy fartsy, that you can tap into, and you just have to do X, Y, and Z to do it. It's like the means to the ends. If you want to go to Rome, you gotta, you know, the GPS exists, so why not just like, you know, get there? And the destination for me is like tapping into that passionate community, artsy fartsy. Even if you go off the, you know, the on the off roads, we're all here on this planet floating around. You know, let's, you know, have a magical adventure, just wondering what it's all about, and trust that it's going to amount to something. And I think I need to follow through on the video about making bad art to feel good. And instead of, what did I say? I'd like to redefine through coloring outside the lines, our preconceptions. I think I want to go with our expectations. I could probably do both, but expectations is, I think, what keeps coming back to me right now. It's hard to differentiate like one's expectations, social expectations, you know, internal pressures, other pressures, and then weighing that against like some divine mission, or, you know, what's the difference between vision and delusion. And I'm thinking, because I love to blather, evidently, I might just have to bite the bullet and do some of these, you know, some of these like live chat things. I'm not sure. I think I'm tired. I was supposed to be taking a rest since I didn't sleep last night, doing the course and the live and this and that, and then getting the kids ready. And so I have to rest. I have to rest. Keep the faith. Trust in the process. The time I do the shot, I've done it over and over every month for months, for years, since the cancer stuff, and every single time I get so scared, and I just, it does get easier, but it's kind of like with everything, you know, you have to just find that inner strength. I failed the challenge, but I still won. I completed it, and I gained a lot. Clearly, I had some fun considering specific questions I could serve my audience with, as well as revolutionizing my concept of just how I look at the products that I use and believe in. Influence surfing was one that I had a little bit of fun with. This actual video, in a way, is kind of like a small takeaway on that. I learned various ways to make videos, different video styles, for the lessons learned, through the things that they wish that they knew before starting YouTube, and all the guests with all of their insights and practical applications, the actual strategies to eventually diversify income online, and just ultimately hanging out with the supportive team, everyone friendly in the chat. It was just an overall win. So one of the awesome wins was their new feature of an accountability club, where in a month and a half they check back in with you to see if you're meeting your goals and commitments about your YouTube production and how your journey's going, and if maybe you're able to or interested in finally joining their video ranking academy. So anyway, awesome experience, no regrets, and I can't wait to try to understand more. Why do I keep putting my face down like this? If you like this glimpse into my creative process, please subscribe to join the journey. Anyway,